Thank you, Mr Albanese, for that speech. One of the elements that came out in the review, and we certainly heard this after election day, that there were a number of people, religious communities, who felt that Labor wasn't speaking to them at all. In the time since polling day, what attempts have you made to talk to them and listen to them about the concerns of the direction of the Labor Party, and what are you going to do about that?
Well, one of the things that I've done is to have meetings with religious leaders who've asked for meetings, but I've done more than that as well. We had an incredibly successful round table just a couple of weeks ago with senior members of my team, with the leaders of the Catholic Church, Anglicans, Buddhists, Muslims, with Sikhs, Hindus, with evangelicals. Everyone was there across the spectrum, and it was incredibly constructive, and they were prepared to engage and reach out. One of the things I think, if people look at my background and what I've done, not just what I say, is that at times in my party, unlike some people I'm very close to, I've always and consistently, without exception, argued that where people have put their hand up and say, because of conscience, because of my faith, I can't go in a particular direction, I've respected that. So I stood up, for example, for a conscience vote consistently on marriage equality. There is no one in the parliament who has supported marriage equality for as long and as consistently as I have. I'm completely against discrimination against LGBTIQ people regardless of what form it takes. But I understood during that debate that if you were someone of faith and marriage wasn't a civil institution but something ordained by God, then I understood that that was a different perspective. So I didn't agree with that position, but I understood it and I respected it. And I think what we need in our society is to actually have a bit more respect for each other's views and where they come from. We're an incredibly successful, diverse nation. And I will bring that perspective. I think because of that, I don't have to say this is what I'll do in the future. What I have to do is say, look at what I've done in the past, you know the sort of leader I will be.